Bowls of Judgment, written by the seven trumpets. And I heard thou unto the beast, which is thou be by 666. That is the cult of Saturn. The seven bowls of judgment is the seven bowls of the mark of the beast system that they use to take divine providence from people from buying and selling goods. When you take the mark and you can buy and sell, but when the seven bowls of judgment come, there will be multiple things that will happen. The seven bowls are like the seven seals of the seven of the Lamb, which is Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. The actual wormwood is an actual apocalyptic event where it's not just about the four horsemen of the apocalypse. It's also about the woman of abominations and desecration of the saints of the earth. With her, she will have seven wraths of judgment poured on the earth, and she will drink the cup of wrath and God's anger towards her when she's there. The seven bowls that you can describe being appeared is also in the Orthodox. If you took a look at those boys that serve on that altar, it is the same bowls of judgment that's used during that time. That's literally what it is. So, the entire thing is, you have to pay attention to prophecy. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. There will be seven trumpets that will go off, as it says and it's written. Do not, and I literally will repeat this to everyone, do not take the mark of the beast, regardless of anything that she says. Anything she tells you is not the truth. Anything she wants to give is not the truth. There will be seven bowls of judgment on the earth, on every single thing, on people, boils, and everything. It's the seven plagues of God. Is exactly what it is. It's not something to play with. That's why, like I told you, to stay in Jerusalem and do not leave that spot. Because the first minute you leave that spot, you are a fool to believe that. From the very city, even though she would try to invade, even though the seven wraths of judgment would still be given, you still wouldn't be divinely as much being prone in judgment because you showed that you weren't trying to offend God in any way. The point of the being is, next time, you really need to be careful. You need to be careful about every single word that's being said. There will be, as exactly as written, seven bowls of judgment. And that is literally what will happen. The story of the eagle, the ox, and the man and the lion's head is the man of the month and the ox of the year. It's symbolic to the United States of America. The reason why is because the eagle symbolizes the eagle. The man symbolizes the zodiac. The man is of the lion and of the ox, which is the year. He is a person who warns about the times when things become dark. That's why that prophet who was writing down in his transcriptions, that's why he wrote it down the way he did. And that is an actual angel with the wheel of Ezekiel, which are the cipherns that divinely protect God's law and order. So that prophecy was already fulfilled. That means that the 7 wraths of judgment is coming. So whatever was going on, you better be lucky that the 7 wraths of judgment don't go off yet. Because while we're still in that little medieval war phase, you do not want to be in a war phase and then be at the wraths of judgment when she depicts and takes harlotries and does the 666 and the mark of the beast. That's why you pay attention to what you're doing. It was better off, you were better off than standing right at the foothills of death. So, when this mark of the beast happens, do not take its mark regardless, even of how much pain that you're in. You're a fool to believe this. Do not take the mark of the beast.